much. And I think it was entirely fitting that at the beginning there was an acknowledgement of the fact that this is the land of the Mississauga, because this has been said many times at rallies at Queen's Park, and it needs to be said again, that if we're going to talk about social justice, any struggle for social justice, the first thing we need to remember is that this place too is built on stolen land. And I think it needs to be emphasised that it is appalling that Ontario Works has become such a factor in the life of so many First Nations communities to the degree that it has. It's appalling, but if we have to fight for our crust of bread, we fight for our crust of bread, even though our goal is to win the bakery. But let it be said that over the last number of years, the cuts that have taken place to Ontario Works and ODSP have been profound and deep, to the degree that someone living on Ontario Works today would need an increase of close to 60% to go back to the spending power they would have had in 1995. That's the degree of the cut that has taken place. It's a travesty and it's a shame. And this is a government, by its own standards, passed a Poverty Reduction Act. This is a government that undertook to reduce poverty, and now they are bringing in measures that are going to increase poverty, and not just increase poverty, but do it with a selective viciousness that boggles the mind. To cut back community startup is to attack people in their most vulnerable situation. It's to attack women escaping abusive relationships. It's to attack people in a desperate situation. It is vile and it is disgusting, and the last shred of moral fibre that this government has is gone with these measures. So let us today recognise that what we must do, as other speakers have said, is we must challenge what is going on. Our organisation has teamed up with many different unions and social organisations in something called the Raise the Rates campaign, fighting for decent, adequate social assistance rates. We hope that you will join us, because, let's be clear, if we suffer in silence, we can suffer all we want. We have to unite, we have to give them a political problem. Such a political problem that poverty reduction becomes a reality. Poverty elimination becomes a reality. We must unite, we must fight back, and we must win these things. Thank you very much.